Hi everybody, my name is Art Hernandez, a story artist here at Disney Toon Studios who worked on Disney's animated feature film, Planes.
Wow, I don't believe it. A red-tailed P-51.
Today we're going to be drawing the lead character of the film, Dusty, the endearing underdog crop dusting plane with sky-high dreams. Let's get started.
Is he really as good as they say he is? No. Better.
The first thing we're going to do is start with his nose, which is always a place that I start with on Dusty. And for that, it's just going to be a very simple shape, which is a circle. It doesn't have to be too big. In fact, you don't want it to be too big. And it can be a little sketchy because you can always go in afterward and clean it up. So once you've got your circle, we're going to do the top of Dusty's nose. And that's just a line that comes across and meets up with the circle.
Check it out.
From there, that's going to lead us to Dusty's eyes. And that is going to be kind of a box shape, almost in the shape of a triangle. We're going to start with one line coming down, and then the front of his windshield, or front of his eyes. And then we're going to close off that shape right up here with what Dusty has, which is kind of like a brim of a baseball cap. And that's going to extend out a little bit farther than his windshield, and then come back around. Now the top of Dusty's head, we can't forget that. So let's do a little line right up there.
Go, Duster!
Now from there, we're going to do a longer line, and that's going to go from the back of his head, or the top of his head, and it's going to drop down. Eventually, we're going to get to the step where we do his tail, but we're just going to do the one line first. And that's going to come down at an angle, just like that.
That guy's good.
Now we get to the fun part, and that's going to be his eyes. Now when I was little, I used to draw birds in the sky like that. We're going to do the same kind of shape for his eyelids. And it's going to come right up there, and then we're going to give him his eyeballs. So we do two circles right in there. Now we can give him some smile lines too, which is basically like the bottom part of his eyelids. And we can do just two lines. Now from there, we're going to go to his tail. So that long line that we drew right back there, we're going to do a line that comes up and back, and it's going to be a rectangular shape that's going to describe his tail. So we do one line coming down to meet up with the bottom of that longer line, and then we do one line along the top. From there, we do a longer line that comes down, and it's going to have a little bit of a curve, and that's going to define his tail.
Nicely done, my man.
Now, the longest line of the bunch. That's going to combine that back line back there where his tail is, and it's going to come right up to where his nose is. And it's going to be one long curve. And again, we can be a little sketchy because we can always clean it up later.
Kindly direct your windscreens to the heavens above and give a warm welcome to our special guest, the Prince of Propellers. When he's speeding, he's leading.
Get my good side, fellas.
Now, we get to his wings. No plane can fly without wings. So for that, we're going to do one line, comes along there, and this is going to be a rectangular shape that's going to come up at an angle. So we're going to do one wing right in there. And we can always go back and erase the lines we don't need, which is this line right here. And then we're going to do his second wing. Now, his second wing is going to be a little thinner because it's going to be in perspective. So we're not going to be needing to see as much of it because it's off to the side. Now we get to his landing gear, and we do two stems, one coming off of each wing. We do one there, and then one right back here.
Uh-oh. No, no, no!
Now his tires. His tires are a set of circles. We do one larger circle here and one smaller circle within that larger one, just like that. And then we can do a little one. And we're going to repeat that same shape on the other side. So we do one larger circle, one smaller circle, and then a little one right next to there. Now Dusty's what we call a tail dragger. That means that he has two wheels up at the front and one wheel at the back, and the one in the back is a lot smaller. So we do a small stem that drops back, and then 3 sets of smaller circles right back there.
Dusty! Sorry. Are you okay? Say something.
That was awesome!
From there, we get to his mouth, and we're gonna give him a nice smile. We're gonna make him a happy Dusty. We give him a little cheek line right up there, and then a little smile. Let's go ahead and give him an open mouth so that we can see what all planes have, which is teeth and a tongue.
You make joke?
You make joke?
So let's get his teeth in there and his tongue. And while we're here, we can do one more line that defines the rest of his nose that comes across like that.
Oh, hey, I'm Strut Jetstream.
Oh, yeah. That's right. I knew I'd remember. There he is.
Yeah.
Strutting on over here.
But you're mispronouncing it slightly.
I am?
Yeah, it's actually pronounced Dusty Crop Hopper.
Dusty crop hopper.
Yeah, it's Scandinavian.
Now we get to all the little details. One of those is his rudder, and that's a line that comes along there, and his rudder helps him go left or right. Another detail is his antenna and his side window. His side window is one of the easiest shapes of all. It's just a small triangle right next to his eyes.
He's in the gate too, clean through the horizontal. Man, what? He is practically mowing the lawn. Come to my house, man.
Now we get to his propeller blades. Now at the beginning of our movie, Dusty has 3 propeller blades. By the end, he has 4, but to keep things simple, we're going to keep him with 3. We're going to do one right there, and we remember that we have to make them equal distant. So do another one right up here, and then the third one right down there. And again, we can erase little lines here and there.
Fueled and ready, man.
And Dusty is number 7, so we can't forget his number. This will be the last step right in here. We'll drop the number 7 right there, put a circle around it.
Ooh, 10 of a second behind Fonzarelli.
Come on, Duster.
Oh, it's gonna be close.
He's gonna do it. He's gonna do it.
Oh, yes, what a finish. Now that's what you call flying.
Way to go, Dustmeister.
And there you go. That's how you draw Dusty. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed showing you. And don't forget, have fun and keep drawing.